Here is the Mavic 3 Pro. It weighs over 950 so grams, so you definitely have to register this drone with the FAA, and depending on where you live, you might have to go through additional steps. If you have any questions about this drone or any of the drones that I mentioned, definitely leave a comment. So there are two options. Let me put this down for a second. Drone that comes with this RC. So this is just your standard RC controller. It has, of course, the built-in screen, but you can control the Mavic 3 Pro. Okay, and so some other, like if you want to get this smart controller, you can control the Mavic 3 Pro with this. So this is the more advanced version. This is actually a smart controller. You can stream from this controller, and that's one of the things. Both of them allow where you can put SD cards in the slot. One is heavier than the other, of course, and larger. So this is the smart controller that's up on the screen now. And this is just the RC. So it has a built-in screen, but you're not able to add apps to this one. You can add apps to this one. You can live stream to social media platforms from this one, so you can stream your flight. You're not able to really look at the file system on this drone or this controller like you are on this controller. So this is a little bit more advanced, but if you don't want to do all that, you don't want to stream from it, you don't want to have the ability to add apps, this is still a decent option. They both have buttons on the back where you can program two functions that you want on each one. This controller has antennas, whereas this one does not. But this one is definitely lighter than this one. And then you put your control sticks on the back. That's where you would house them when you're transporting this controller around. Let's see, some differences. Actually, they're about the same. They have the power button, the return to home buttons, you can see, and they both have HDMI ports here. Those are the two control options for this drone. And this is the Mavic 3 Pro. One thing that you'll see as opposed to some of the other drones that I've showcased on my channel, I'm actually a drone pilot, so I really love talking about drones and using drones. But this has 3 cameras on here on the gimbal, as you can see. So this has not really been seen before from DJI. This has a 1-time zoom, a 3 times, or basically just 1 time, 3, and 7 times. So you can zoom in 7 times and the quality is still great. I'll show you in a second. Let me know if you have any questions about this drone. So again, this is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. This is where the battery goes. This is how big the battery is. This is the Fly More. I actually purchased the Fly More combo. I always get the combos because you get additional batteries, which you're going to need. Depending on your flight habits and what you're doing, this can last up to 40-something minutes, but sometimes you might get an average of 35 minutes or so, but it's just still a long time. And here is where your micro SD card goes, as well as you can put the micro USB-C here to get stuff directly off the drone or charge it that way. This has built-in sensors in the front, bottom, the back. And this also has a light at the bottom, which I like. So when you're flying at night, you can turn on the light to see it in the air. And when you're landing, the light will come on as well. So that is one thing I like. I'll show you some of the footage that I got from this drone.